Do you want to go from nearly in shape to really in shape? If you do, you're in the right place. Before I start, I need to discuss the elephant in the room, this backdrop. I am filming this video in my son's bedroom and he's 10. So you do not want to see the background that I've got behind me. There's Lego, there's LED lights. Well, LED lights are often appropriate for a fitness YouTube video, but I don't think they are for my audience of 45-year-old men. So I thought I'd mess around with AI, and this is what we've got. So you know that I'm talking about. I'm going to flash up some pictures of myself. I'm 45. I have been in shape all my life. And this picture here that I'm putting on the screen now was taken at the end of the summer, last summer just gone. And it's now March. And I am not in the same shape as I am in this picture. I'm not far away from that, but I'm not as lean as I am there. And there's a big reason for it. And that is what is going to help you get in the shape that you want to get in. This video is for you if you already train, if you're already putting the hard yards in the gym, but you're not quite as lean or as muscular as you want to be. It does apply if you're only just starting out and training, but it's not really specific for you. I plan out my whole year roughly ahead of time, and that really helps me progress and stay focused in my training. Because I've been training for like 25 years, and after training for 25 years, things can get a little bit stale if you don't set yourself targets and set yourself different phases of training. And if you always try and be lean all the time, then you're going to be lacking in energy and enthusiasm. But if you never try to be lean, or you never try to put on muscle, you just end up just ticking over with almost there. At the start of each year, I do this, and I would recommend that you do this. Look at the year that's going to happen in front of you. Yeah, you might not know every single weekend and every single thing that you're doing, but I know at the start of the year, in January, myself and my wife are going to go to Ibiza at the end of the summer. And while I'm going on holiday for a few days with my wife, I don't need to be super shredded. Oh, who am I impressing? I'm impressing her, but I don't need to be strutting around the pool. I'm kind of beyond that. But it's nice to feel confident on the beach and be as lean as you possibly can be when you're going into a summer holiday. So there's a date, end of August. We've also got Christmas in December, and there's no need to be lean in December because of Christmas. So with those two dates in mind, I can plan out my whole year, and here's how I do it. I'm normally about 8 weeks away from being as in shape as I want to be. 8 weeks of moderate dieting, working on a calorie deficit. So if we go into Ibiza in August, then June and July, I'm on a diet. So that is my dieting phase for the year. June, July is the dieting phase. Brilliant. So there's 2 months covered. And then August kind of rolls into a kind of dieting, but I'm hitting Ibiza. We don't go that hardcore or anything. It's like, it's relatively civilized, but we do like a bit of a dance, and we are going to Ushuaia, and you know, I don't go full on Ibiza. I'm definitely not the Ibiza final boss. But June, July, August, we're kind of working on a slight calorie deficit, and that's the main focus. So we've got 3 months squared away. And then we're looking at Christmas. So December is kind of in the middle. My birthday's in November, so I don't want to be trying to get as lean as I possibly can in November. So Christmas, my birthday, my son's birthday are in November. So we've got November, December, and then what I tend to do, because January is absolutely miserable, it's cold, we're in March now and the sun is out, the sun's behind the camera, so I've got that lovely light on my face making me look younger. January's miserable. Everyone's like, I want to lose weight, but why do you want to lose weight in January? For me personally, January, December, and November are the times when I am focused on maybe living in a little bit of a surplus. I don't live in a massive surplus anymore. The reason being is back when I was in my 20s, I would go through phases where I would really bump up the calories. But in more recent times, I have tried that about 4 or 5 years ago. I tried bumping up my calories to kind of 4,500 plus. And I noticed I was coughing a lot. I was getting acid reflux. And when you're in your 40s, you're like, do I really want to be coughing all the time because I'm eating so much? You know, a bit of a sad story. My dad, he passed away from cancer. and he had cancer of the esophagus, and he constantly was coughing and spitting up mucus. Sorry for the graphic details. And when I'm overeating and I've got that coughing coming up, and I'm thinking, is this good for me? The answer is no. So when I'm talking about planning your years into kind of bulks and cuts, but I didn't say bulk because I don't mean a bulk. I'm not talking about eating so much food that you're stuffing yourself and you've got an acid reflux and you're coughing. I'm talking about eating a little bit more than you need. So I've got 3 months of the year where I am reducing my calories. I'm in a kind of a calorie deficit or thereabouts. And then I've got 3 months where I'm not worried too much about the amount of food that I'm eating. I'm not tracking my food. So that's half the year. November, December, January, that's when I've got more energy. So I can really push it harder. So then I can focus more on the numbers that I'm lifting in the gym. When I'm losing the body fat, it's more about hanging on to the numbers into the gym, maybe always trying to increase. But on the time of the year when the calories are a little bit higher, you're not focused on being as lean. You can tell by the look on my face, I'm not exactly overweight, but I am focused on more performance numbers. So where does that take us to? We've got February, March and April. So February, March and April, and kind of drifting into May. That's when the time of the year where there's a little bit of fluid. What I will start to do is think more about the calories, more about being more structured with my food. So when I come into that cut towards the summer, I'm hitting that summer with complete clarity of how much I need to be eating, how much protein I need to be eating, how my diet is going to be structured. So there's complete clarity there. September and October, I am not worrying too much. What is happening there, I am just slowly letting my calories drift up a little bit. More often than not, we do go away with the kids at half term. So there might be some sun, there might not be. This year we're going to Cornwall, taking all the dogs with us. So if we're going away, I might, well, let's just keep it dialed in. Maintenance, basically. The theme from September, October is maintenance. So there's the whole year. We've got 3 months focused on getting lean. We've got 3 months focused on keeping the calories a little bit higher and focus on performance in the gym. And then we've got the other 6 months, which is separated in normally a 4 and a 2, where that's more about maintenance. This last year, I focused on entering a fitness competition, the Athletics Games. That was the focus there. So by structuring your whole year and having different focuses at different times, it enables you to really dial things in. Because if you just keep plodding along without any particular focus, you'll just be almost there and never be where you want to be. And that's the method that I've been using for the last 20 years. And me at the age of 25, no, not me at the age of 25, it would be nice. Me at the age of 45, and I am happy with the way I look all year round. I'm happy how I performance all year round. Am I as lean as I would want to be all year round? Well, I am, because when I'm in the summer, my face is too lean for me anyway. So that is it. If you found that interesting and useful, drop me a like, subscribe to my channel, drop me a comment below and let me know how you structure your training for the whole year.